Hey guys, welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you the story of the Texas Flood pedal and the Crossfire pedal. Okay, there's two models that I make. Now I can't talk about the Tube Screamer without first mentioning the famous Susumu Tamura. If you don't know who he is, go and check him out, because he was the guy, he was the engineer that came up with the original design for the Tube Screamer. And his first ones were built for Maxon, and the very first issue of the Tube Screamer had two op amps, and they were Fairchild op amps. One op amp was for the buffer, the two buffers, and the other one was as normal. But I built one of those, and I managed to find the schematic for it, because I think there was a reissue recently of that anyway. But I built that one, and I thought, wow, this sounds really creamy, more creamy than a normal Tube Screamer. So I was kind of hearing that there was possibilities. Late after that, I also found out the story, which is called The Goose That Laid the Golden Egg, and I'm going to put that in the description. And that was a story about Landgraf, releasing this pedal, which nobody knew what it was because it was gooped. And it was meant to be this amazing new pedal, and quite a few noted players had it. And then afterwards they de-gooped it and found out it was just a Tube Screamer with some mods, and those mods were putting LEDs. I think there was a switch, so you could switch between the normal diodes and the LEDs, which are diodes as well, by the way. So that was really interesting, and I kind of got into all of that stuff, and I built like a Landgraf, I built a Clay Jones, I built, and then there was another one called a Texas Special. Check that one out as well, guys, on the internet, because that was another guy who kind of messed around with a Tube Screamer, made a few mods, and that was a really cool sounding pedal as well. And so all those kind of pedals influenced me with these two designs. With the Crossfire, it's a straight Tube Screamer. The back end of it is more like a TS10, and but it's kind of all the things I've learned from Clay Jones, Landgraf, all those guys. It's kind of inside this pedal. And the TS10 has become kind of more sort of recognised as a great pedal recently. So that's kind of the Crossfire. It's a Tube Screamer. It's basically a Tube Screamer. The Texas Flood, however, is a completely different thing. So after I'd made some prototypes of the Tube Screamer, which eventually evolved into the Crossfire, I decided to then heavily modify a Tube Screamer to the point of no return, guys. So it became its own thing, and no longer do I kind of call it a Tube Screamer derivative. It's kind of its own thing. And as you can see, this is the first prototype that I made. It's got some holes in it because I was working out the orientation, and to pack in all this electronics into this small package. First of all, let me just show you the Crossfire pedal. We started, by the way, on the Texas Flood. This is a Crossfire. And so this is really just a Tube Screamer, Now you can change the op amp in this pedal, so you can change it. At the moment, I don't know what op amp it's got in here, but I do tend to change them. You can put an original Tube Screamer op amp in there, or else you can put something newer. It's purely up to you. So experiment. So that's kind of that vibe. That's the Tube Screamer. Let's go to the Texas Flood. Okay, guys, let's just check out the clean sound first. Same thing with the pedal. And let's try out Lenny. take up the gain a little bit here. This is really cool for songs like Mary Had a Little Lamb, Pride and Joy. Or Mary Had a Little Lamb. Okay guys, let's try another pedal. Let's try this one here. It's basically the same, it's the same tube screamer. We're going to put it on 12 o'clock and we're going to play Testify. Okay, and then we're going to go full way. Now here, this is where I'm going to put the switch in. This is where it's, if I'm playing a song like Rudy Child, this is what it's really good for. Just smooth things out. So guys, I'm going to make 10 more Texas Floods. I'm going to make maybe 5 more Crossfires, and that's it. Cool help from a guy called Steve Collender, who works for, or who owns Crucial Audio, which is this amazing delay pedal here. And you know, Steve gave me some great help, as did a few other guys. So I couldn't have done it without those guys. But yeah, what can I say? I mean, it was really trial and error of, you know, just listening. I mean, there's 2 ways of approaching this. You can do it the scientific way, or you can do it the sort of oral way. And I chose the latter because I'm a guitar player. I want to feel it. I want to see how it feels. I want to hear it. And then, you know, with the technical knowledge that I got through reading some books, the famous Electronics Manual, and also the help I got from Steve Collender and so forth. That's really how I designed this Texas Flood pedal. So, because Ibanez themselves actually do a hand-wired version of this, and it's, you know, it looks okay, but the components are, I don't know if the components are that great. I don't know if they're using the original diodes from the 80s. You know, I don't know if they're doing that. And for me, that was really the most important thing, was to capture the sound, trying to get some of the original components. And good quality components. Big, you know, some of the components are like what you would use in an amplifier. So it's kind of really going back to that kind of 1960s tube, fuzz pedal sort of ethos of how to build a tube screamer. And check the link in the description if you do want to buy the last 10 of these that I make. You can do so with the link in the description. You can email me, I'll put my email address. I'm going to make 5 of these. This one's actually available. These 2 have been sold, so kindly the customers of these let me hold these 2 pedals back to make this video. And it's kind of like the deal where every time I make one for myself, somebody wants one, so I have to give it to them. And I never actually have one for myself, except this prototype, you know, which is a bit raggedy. It's like hanging on by its life, but yeah, there you go. So that's the story. That's my story of the Texas Flood pedal and the Crossfire pedal. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.